During NIRA's very first stakeholders engagement held at the PPDA today, different marriage functions were discussed. Vincent Katwitsi, the Commissioner for Civil Registration at NIRA, emphasized that proxy marriages via media platforms are not valid according to the law. He stated that there are a number of standards needed to fulfill a valid marriage.
Proxy marriages today under our laws are not marriages. Now, we have had our colleagues, the Muslim brothers and sisters, telling us that for them they can have such engagements. That's according to their faith. Now, marriage has certain tenets that it must really have. For example, there has to be free will, consent. And it is hard for you to consent unless you are there in person. We had things like marriages by Zoom and things of the kind. Now, Zoom, the last I checked, is a screen. So you cannot know who is behind and probably forcing someone to say certain things. So if you want to have a proper marriage, then chances are you're going to have this marriage where people are actually present. So we do not have marriages by proxy.
On the other hand, Dr. Joseph Serada, the presiding apostle of the born-again faith, advocated for proper marriages as per the required faith.
What we want are marriages that are recognized by law and marriages that are officiated to the satisfaction of each faith as we would require them.
He also mentioned the different types of marriages and their rightful acts, advocating for the proper laws for each marriage.
When you read the act where all these laws come from, there is nothing like a Muslim marriage. It is a Mohammedan Marriages Act that rules it. So it's therefore a Mohammedan marriage. If that is going to be changed, that they need to tell us that that change has already been effected, because we are waiting for those changes to come in the next bill, in the coming bill. Then the Christian marriages, which they've called church marriages, that does not apply to any marriage in this country. All marriages since 1904 have been conducted under the Civil Marriages Act.
A new system was also launched during the conference that allows online applications and filing of returns, easing service delivery for the married couples. However, according to Semwanga Frederick from the Uganda Episcopal Conference, outlined some of the challenges some people might face with the new system.
To us, it is a very, very good initiative. However, we see it as a challenge, especially where people don't have access to computer facilities. People, especially from rural areas where there is no power, for them to be able to expeditiously file these applications online. However, it is a good process.
The Commissioner for the Civil Registration at NIRA outlined some of the requirements needed for a lawful civil marriage.
Now, for a marriage to happen in Kampala here, you must be residents of Kampala, or at least you must have been in this jurisdiction for the last 15 days. And the things we ask for is, how long have you been in the marriage district in which you want to get married? So the 15 days. All these things are approved by affidavit. Okay? You do an affidavit, then you also fill out a notice form. A notice form is an equivalent of what you call banns in church marriages. Okay? So the notice is filled out with your names, the names of the spouses as proposed, of the man and the wife and the woman as proposed, and then they are hung on a notice board for 21 days. And this marriage is handled before a registrar of marriages, and registrars of marriages are appointed by law. In Kampala, it's the ED, NIRA. In the districts, it is the chief administrative officers. So let no other person confuse you that you're carrying out a civil marriage and they are not people who are appointed by law to do